told me. I remember what my uncle told me. They're gonna play a hit on you. What my uncle told me.
Hello, beautiful stars out there. Earth, air, fire, and water. I hope everyone has been staying prayed up, blessed up, and doing what you do best. It is a beautiful, 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 nice afternoon out here in Rainchild's Corners. And I just hope you all continue to do no other than what? How about that? Okay? And so, yes, the reason why I always say I had my little cousin had asked me, she was like, why are you always saying high vibe? I said, because you want to continue to high vibe, because if you don't continue to keep your vibe high, child, keep it happy, keep it just up. That means when you're disappointed about things, or if you get unhappy about things, you won't stay there. You know what I'm saying? You know how to raise your vibrations, use frequencies, different sounds like 777 frequency, or 7777 frequency, or 534, 532. There's different type of frequencies. That is a confirmation. Hold on, Chad. Okay, sorry about the interruption. I'm back. But what I was talking about, the different frequencies and raising your vibration. And I'm going to put a box right here. There you go. And you can see right here with the different type of frequencies if you ever want to look something up. And then usually what I like to do, I like the pure tone frequencies, because to me it feels like I get everything I need. It's basically, to me, like, how you eat your vegetables. You know what I'm saying? They say the best way to eat your vegetables is to eat them raw. Or if you happen to saute them or cook them or whatever, don't overcook them where they're like mushy or whatever, because you lose the value of the nutrients. So to me, I think the pure tone is pretty good, because it's more like a raw vegetable to me. Get what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm basically, this message is going to be, about, raising your vibrations, your frequencies, and different scenarios, so, I have like 2 different scenarios here, and I'm gonna pull out these 2 different scenarios. You give me 1 second. Let me see where I'm gonna get them from. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, I'm gonna get 2 scenarios, and then we're gonna go into the message. Okay. So, and then I'm gonna put them in these right here, and just leave them right here, and just give me 1 second. Okay, hold on. Okay, well, it just be seeming like it's a long time, you know what I'm saying, when I have to pause it, but no, really, I know it for you all, it's just a second, okay? But yeah, different frequencies, different scenarios. I'm just gonna get the scenarios from here. I was oh yeah, I'm gonna get the scenarios from here, and then I'm also gonna pull 2 that I choose from here, okay? And we'll get whatever we need to get up out of here, okay? So let me go on ahead, and I'm gonna get some communication coming through. Thank you. And I'm gonna clear any kind of negative energy on your behalf and mine, because your girl has been out and about. Thank you. All right, and so this is how I'm gonna do this, okay? So let me see what it is that Spirit wants me to get out of here for the scenario. So I only need 2 cards, Spirit. God Almighty, Archangels, Ancestors, Evil is never welcome here. And let me see. Let me do all this first. No, we don't want that one. That would have been a good one though. So, let's see. Let me take those. Alright, this was already flipped upside down, so I'm not going to do that either. You know, I like to show my hand, you know. So what is it? There's the card that's going to flip up. There's 2 different scenarios. Okay, oh my goodness. Master of Emotions. Pure love is priceless. Alright, I'm going to give one more. One more, please. Alright, and then we have Shine So Bright, It Burns Their Eyes. Okay, so we have Master of Emotions, Pure Love is Priceless, and Shine So Bright, It Burns Their Eyes. Hold on. And I'm going to pull 2 more cards. So I'm going to put these 2 together. That's what I'm told to do. Confirmation. Okay. Another devil confirmation. Two more cards, please. Straight to the top, non-stop, rocking plenty shows. Now we're about one bitch, cause I'm giving you it's all in the game. Sometimes you win until you lose. Alright, just spell out my hand. Okay, so here we go. Here was the 2 that fell out. Alright, it says drinking problem, and then it says it is a sickness when one thinks everything you say and do is about them. Alright, that is their problem, not yours. Okay. Here's some arguing, so perhaps maybe someone's arguing, you know what I'm saying? But these are the 2 scenarios we're getting here. And I'm gonna actually, let me see how to do this. I don't think I'm gonna hang them. I'm not gonna hang them on this. That'll be when I have 1 card. Okay. Alright. Okay, so we have on one side, you know, what I would call more of the high vibrational would be, for scenario number 1 would be Master of Emotions, Pure Love is Priceless. And then, you know, shine so bright it burns their eyes. Meaning to me, from what I get right here with this little scenario, is like you're basically, for whoever this resonates with, you're basically master of your own emotions. You know what I'm saying? You know that pure love is priceless, because what is pure love? Pure love is when you learn, to me is this, when you learn to love yourself, you know what I'm saying, above anything, anybody else, you know what I'm saying, or anything, you know, as far as anything outside of yourself. That's what I meant to say, excuse me, thank you, Spirit. Anything outside of yourself. If you have to depend on another person, another place, another thing, whatever the case may be, or just depend on anything as far as people's opinion of you, how people think of you, how people see you, whatever the case may be, if you have to go a grade lower down, you know what I'm saying, off of the proper frequency, you know, that you need to be on in order to channel your everyday existence of being a beautiful person and high vibrational seed, you know, to be able to project that beauty out from within out into the universe. If you have to depend on outside sources, you will not be able to do this. You will not be able to shine so bright that it burns their eyes. You know what I'm saying? But when you're a master of your own emotions, you know that pure love is priceless. And you know you will be able to shine so bright that it burns their eyes. Okay? You'll be able to keep proceeding and keep going. Because what? Nobody can stop you. Nobody can stop you shine. Nobody can stop you glow up. No matter what. You know, we're going to have good and bad days. You know, we know this. Everything ain't going to always be pretty or purty. Okay? Things are going to shift every now and then. You know what I'm saying? You use the keys, you know what I'm saying, to unlock this. The key to unlock this, you know, to be able to shine so bright that it burns their eyes. You know, that is when you learn to master your emotions. When you get yourself to that and not worry about what it is, that whatever other people think of you or whatever the case may be, and you just go on your merry way, basically that shows that you have been doing the work on yourself. You know? Yeah, we're gonna, you know, forever be in a space of love, you know what I'm saying, even when it comes to other people. But if another person doesn't see your view, doesn't understand who you are, they go against the grain and they are a follower, and then they have to listen to what other people say about you, you know what I'm saying, that makes them have a personal opinion on who you are as a person. If they have to do that, then
opinion is the lowest form of knowledge.
You have no choice but to walk away from people like that. You know, you can, you know, speak to them and say hello or whatever, and just keep it moving. But you don't have to, you know, be around a person like that. They're going to have to they're going to have to learn who they are when it comes to their emotions. You know what I'm saying? A person once told me, you know, I had asked the person one time, I was like, do you think I'm weird? You think I'm weird, don't you? And this person told me, he said, you know, I don't give a damn how weird a person is. If a person shows me true love, and if a person gives a damn about me, you know what I'm saying, as a person and who I am and what I stand for, I could care less how weird that person is. You know, that was a beautiful thing to be told. But you know, you shine so bright that you burn their eyes. You know what I'm saying? Don't be a follower. You know, follow who you are. Walk to the beat of your own drum. You know, do what it is that you need to do for yourself. And whatever knowledge you get that you know you could use to help someone else out, you know what I'm saying, to help uplift them, you know, uplift them, because, you know, everybody here on this universe is not found, you know, not exactly found, excuse me for saying that. Everybody on this universe is not awake, you know, and a lot of them are struggling to wake up. They'll wake up and, you know, scramble out of it, and they'll fall back asleep, you know, because a lot of them aren't masters of their emotions. Because, you know, I had to struggle with this, you know, and that's a messed up place to be, is struggling with your emotions, you know, because you want to be accepted, you know, like back in the day, for instance, you know, I used to be a drinker, and, you know, I drank because, you know, the line of work I was doing at the time, that was a good formation, the line of work I was doing at the time, you know, I worked in a club, so, you know, I drank a lot, you know what I'm saying, and it wasn't that I had to do it, you know, well, no, I'm gonna take this back. I did do it. I had to do it because in order for me to become that other person outside of myself, what I had to do to become that person, to be able to work that type of job. Yeah, I was an exotic dancer like over 20 years ago. Okay, but yeah, I did that for a little bit, and I put myself through school and everything, and I got out of it, But yeah, in order for me to been able to do that job, I had to, I guess you would say, I had to bring out a different spirit within myself that really wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? I had to make her, and it was the alcohol. So I used the alcohol spirits to bring out another element within myself. Because when I'm nervous and I'm scared and just upset about something, or basically not wanting to be in that particular place, because Lord knows I didn't want to be there, but I was some friends, female friends of mine was like, come on, let's go, whatever, and you'll be glad you went and make some money. And that was my way of doing that. I had to do that to make money, and I had to drink because my dancing name back then, let's just say, her name was Onyx. You know what I'm saying? And in order for Onyx to appear, she had to be drinking. And yeah. And that was a lower frequency. Maybe I might not been on the best of frequencies. You know what I'm saying? But in order to get down to that level of what I'm saying, to put myself in that situation to where I could actually be comfortable, to make myself comfortable, I had to drink. But yeah, this is an example of a lower frequency. And then this one right here is, it's a sickness when one thinks everything you say and do is about them. That is their problem, not yours. That's another form of lower frequency, because, doing this type of job right here, as far as, doing the cards or whatever the case may be, excuse the noise in the background, but doing this type of, stuff right here, or, even if you're just prophesizing or whatever the case may be, people will be thinking that you're aiming at them when you're not even talking about them. I mean, these cards, you see how they just flip out. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got nobody. Do you have anybody specific in mind when you're actually pulling these cards? I know I don't. Unless I just happen to bring something up, you know what I'm saying? But no. A lot of people would think, and I'm not saying everybody, but some people really do think you be talking about them. They really do. And you don't even be talking about them. I mean, you're just basically just doing a message for, not just one or two or three different people. You're doing it for any and everybody who's watching this. You know what I'm saying? But this is an example, of lower frequencies. You know what I'm saying? Like, the drinking problems. A lot of people would think, that you might not have, they would probably be like, oh, I ain't got no drinking problem. I'm not an alcoholic. I can stop at any given time. And then when they go to stop drinking, then what happens? They start getting the shakes, and then they be like, oh my God, what's wrong with me? Yeah, because you got these type of entities in you, the lower entities, you know what I'm saying? And then some people be like, well, you just drink in moderation or whatever the case may be. Like some people, I've heard people say, well, in order for me to be a little sociable, I got to drink something, to bring that sociable person out. Well, if you have to use some type of something or whatever the case may be, so you can be able to talk and get the things out that you need to get out, you're not really working on yourself. You know what I'm saying? You're basically leaning on something, to be able to get what it is out that you need to get out, But, everybody do things differently, and everybody is not going to do things the same, and nobody can tell you what you need to do. That's
your business, your life. Not all drinkers get out of hand.
If you don't want to master your emotions, then don't. if you want to continue to drink, do. Do what you want, because it is your life that you have to live. But then when you come to people and you start asking questions about things and you want to know about certain things and you want to raise your vibration, don't get upset when people tell you, the different channels, there is to raise your vibrations. Some people say, yeah, let me get a little drink or whatever. That's going to help me raise my vibration. And then some people might even look at tarot card. Oh yeah, tarot card readings sometimes can be, can help uplift you. You know what I'm saying? Because you can look at different scenarios, different situations, whatever the case may be. You can look at those things and you can put yourself in that situation, and then you can say, well, dang, I can relate. You can look at stuff like that. So it don't necessarily have to be, just one-sided. But, yeah, in order to master your emotions, to overcome drinking problems, and to overcome, thinking that negative things that people might say out there in the world or whatever, you thinking it's about you, you have to raise those frequencies so you can be able to come out and be able to, shine. You know what I'm saying? But that's just two little scenarios right here. And so I'm going to pull, another example, and I'm going to pull this myself. And then we'll go into a reading, okay? Okay, so we'll go into heartbroken, and then we'll go into heart healing. Okay, so that'll be two scenarios right there. Alright. So we have, with this one, it says heartbroken. It says deeply hurt, sad, separation, breakup, feeling lost, grieving, mourning. You're gonna be probably in a lower frequency when you're going through something like this. And it may take some time, heartbreak takes time, whether you broke your own heart or somebody else broke your heart, however the case may be. When you're separated from someone that you really, really, truly love, and you deeply just want to be around that person, love that person, and you're being separated from that person, and then there's just no way in the world, that you're going to ever be back in that person's presence, it's very heartbreaking, and then you realize that, some things are done for the best, whether it be you separate so you two can heal, and then maybe perhaps you both can come back together because you both lined up with, the proper frequencies. You have to go within, and you go with the healing heart here. And with the healing heart here, it says healing from heartbreak, freeing from from a toxic relationship or addiction. It could be any kind of addictions. Maybe you both were addicted to sex. You two can both been addicted to alcohol, the drinking or whatever. And together you both could have been very toxic. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes things happen when people drink, and you could black out, you know what I'm saying, and not remember things. And then perhaps maybe one person might think that you didn't remember something. It just goes to show, how deep things go, when you're dealing with the lower frequencies and, lower vibrations, you know what I'm saying. Sometimes people might think they might have overdone their hand or overdone something, and things could have happened like that. And like one person might have been more intoxicated than the other one, and they might not really remember exactly what happened, and the other person is like, thank God they don't remember. Then again, maybe one person did remember, and maybe it didn't bother them, you know what I'm saying, as much as it did the other person. But and maybe that could have been the cause of the situation, You just never know. You know, people break up for different reasons, you know, and possibly they could have met somebody else. But let's see. I'm curious, since I pulled these myself. Let's see, what was the cause of the heartbreak and cause of the separation and cause of having to go within to heal. Oh, what it was the cause. Alright, nothing but the house. God Almighty, archangels, ancestors, evils never working. What was the cause? Okay. What's the cause? Yeah. Karmic relationship. The relationship that came together ended up being karmic. Whether if it was just, it was fleeting. It had triggers, turmoil, you know, some type of resentment, lessons, letting go and loving you. You had to go within to let go and love you. And that was the cause. It was some type of karmic relationship. You know, it could have been one or both. You know what I'm saying? Both people could have been karmic. Let me see. Yeah, breakup, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment, abandonment. So, someone chose to let it go. Yeah, a sad separation, healing from, you know, a toxic relationship, karmic relationship, you know, fleeting triggers, resentment, lessons, letting go, and loving you. So, you know, you have to go within and love yourself. And we'll get back to the other cards that I had pulled out. Yeah, because there had to be a breakup. I mean, literally, you had to put an X in it because I believe, I know someone here was holding on so tight, and then you realized you was in a pattern, you know, like a windmill or something like that, just going around and around and around, some type of cycle. And so, you realize you was just getting like silent, you know, maybe a silent treatment or whatever. I mean, nobody was really, you know, communicating with you or even talking to you. You know, you might have been doing a little text messaging here and there. You might have been getting some type of messaging. But no, maybe not a whole lot of voice action. So you felt abandoned and you wanted to get out of that. So what's going to come of separating and loving yourself? Okay, hold on. Alright. Okay. What's going to come of that? This is the first one out. Unconditional love. Self-love. Oneness. Passion. You know, affection, attraction. You're going to become more attraction. You know, more attractive. You're going to go within. You're going to, you know, be able to love yourself. Attract more love to yourself. Because the ultimate love is, to me, is, you know, loving yourself first before you can go out there and try to love someone else. You have to work on loving yourself. The second card that came out was not today, not doing hurt, avoiding a conversation, you know, not calling. Basically, it says call person, boundaries, you know, still angry. Someone here is possibly still angry about the whole situation. They're going to still avoid your call. You know what I'm saying? So don't even think of calling. Not today. Don't call. You know, let people heal. Let people do their own thing. And they already said about separating, you know, this is what you get right here. So, and even if you did get a phone call, are you even ready to even speak? You know what I'm saying? You have to fully heal. And then this last card here is a heart with a key. It says, welcome and love, meeting the one. You know, open your heart, getting together. Perfect. It already stated that this person here was not your person. You know what I'm saying? They were not your person because it was karmic. This person, you know, had drinking problems, and perhaps you ended up started back drinking and going into things that you should not have. You know what I'm saying? Because you put yourself back in a situation where you grew. You know, I always hear, don't trip over what's behind you. So things that were behind you, you know, you were basically, you know, possibly opening up old things that you should have just left behind, you know. And not to say that anyone here is to blame, you know, you should blame yourself because that's taking accountability for your own actions, you know, because if you go around someone who's doing something that you have already grown from, then basically you're opening up doors. You know what I'm saying? You're opening up portals and doors and stuff to put yourself in a situation to where you was not even there. You know what I'm saying? And then you end up being unhappy. You know, you start feeling guilty. You're not doing what it is you're supposed to be doing to work on yourself because, yeah, the person does not, for one, the person does not really fully understand who you are as a person. You know what I'm saying? The person you have grown into. So your practices and things that you do are not going to resonate with them because they're not on that level.
They just wanted to see if you were real or not.
You still, you know, cared about this person and you love this person. You know what I'm saying? And you rekindled something with this person and you thought it was one thing, and really it was really just a lesson to teach you to basically keep your ass where you need to be so you won't mess up with your progress that you have thus far. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I know it's been a little while since the rap from me rock, but the flow is still fat. It's time to hit the studio and lay some shit down on track so I could talk about them so-called friends who didn't write me. And that stupid asshole who said other me and she wanted to see, tried to discade though while I was doing my time. Because now you off in the witness. In order for this person to even come into your life, you allowed it. And maybe you thought you had masters of your emotions. You thought you had it all figured out. But it was a lesson and you had to learn it. And you had to master your emotions. You know, pure love is priceless. You know what I'm saying? People make mistakes all the time. You know, little mistakes. You have to understand what mistakes are as far if they're a pattern or if it's, you know, confirmation, if it's a pattern or if it's a habit. If a person genuinely really loves you, they will go out of their way to tell you. You know, if the other person here that you left and things, you know, was toxic and they wanted to, if they really wanted to work on something with you, you know what I'm saying? Knowing you had the keys all along, they would do so. You know, a person knows what they're seeing, you know, because they seen you shining bright. They seen you in your own lane. They seen you do what it is in your own lane. You know what I'm saying? You welcome this. And did you know that it was going to come down to, breakup, separation, or whatever the case may be? I don't think you did, because that's something you didn't know. You did not know that you have to be on the same frequency as yourself. But like I say, it's a lesson that had to be learned.
We live, we learn.
And if you haven't went through this, just know you need to take heed. You know what I'm saying? What you open yourself up to. Not to say that this other person was a bad person, because I don't think that they were a bad person. It was just you have graduated from a lot of things already, and you basically put yourself back in a situation where you didn't need to be. And like I say, this is like a 2 scenario type of deal. And then I'm also hearing somebody has a drinking problem, and this is something else. Somebody has a drinking problem and they get angry because they think everything that you post, or whatever the case may be, or what you're doing online, if you have an online platform, or if you just happen to be talking about something that you've seen or somebody else, or whatever the case may be, they're thinking you're talking about them. So be careful with that. I'm seeing that, you're going to get past all this. Some people are going to take heed with this message and not put themselves in situations. And if you happen to put yourself in a situation, just know you need to carry yourself, in the proper order. Don't engage. You know what I'm saying? Don't, if let's say for instance, you don't stop drinking, and it's been years since you had a little sip or whatever, don't do it. Just don't touch it. You know what I'm saying? But this thing right here, I mean, in this, what I'm saying, it was a common, relationship that had happened. Unconditional love, when you let go of all this and went within and healed, and it took you probably some months. And if you have to go through this, it's going to take you some time. It's going to take some months. You know what I'm saying? It's going to take some time. Maybe some people heal, quicker than others. But, me personally, when I used to have to go through heartbreaks, and when I went through a heartbreak, it sucked. And I went through months, and it was like I even lost track of time. You know what I'm saying? That it went by so fucking fast. Excuse me for cursing. But, and clean all that negative energy out and get back to what it is that you love to do, and get yourself back on track. Loving yourself will bring in, new love. The one that's really for you. Not a karmic relationship. Not one that's gonna have to, teach you lessons. You know what I'm saying? This message is just doomed to come out. Yeah. Someone really needed to hear this, And like I said, I had to go through, the dark night of the soul again. And it wasn't that long ago, because your girl here had to learn some lessons. Yes, I did. I had to learn lessons. We're going to always have to learn lessons. And have to get through things, People will look at it, different ways, but I'll take full responsibility for my actions because I'm an adult. I'll do that. I'm not going to sit up here and point fingers at people and, blame anyone, because there's no one to blame but myself, And I had to play with that situation, We live and we learn. And we have to go through these things. And life is a trip. And so, let me get some advice here. Some messages from the archangels. Okay. Before I get finished with this message, then I'll be coming back on with another. Alright, nothing but the highest light, God Almighty, archangels, ancestors, evil is never welcome here. What else, Spirit? What else? What else? What else? This is from my archangel today. 1, 2.
Now I'm back on the block and throw a while in the pen. 6 months on my chest, now let the party begin. Tonight is the night, a nigga finally free. No more bars in my face and no more chains holding me. Tell me who got the herb, motherfuck my probation. I got a pack of feelings while I was waiting at the bus station. Hoes I used to fuck, give me one on the phone. Tell her the dog is back home, so come and sit on his bone. I got a lot of pressure that I need to release. That's for the enemies I had, there's still no peace. A nigga still the same, I knew you thought I had changed. Still a lot of niggas wish too loud, first never came. When the weak ass rappers with them whack ass styles, I'm ready to rip up shop. I know it's been a little while since the crowd from me rock, but the flow is still fat. It's time to hit the studio and lay some shit down the track. So I can talk about them so-called friends who didn't write me.
Nothing but the highest light, God Almighty, archangels, ancestors, evil is never welcome here. Alright, here we go. Alright. 3 cards. There's 2.
Sometimes you win, others you lose. You see who your peeps are when you dress in your blues. I know you hearing me.
Let's get one more. Alright, and this first card, it says Archangel Gabriel. It says angels will try to communicate with you through repeating numbers or your favorite song, or just, favorite songs from loved ones, that have passed. It says they will give you dreams and sometimes smells of past loved ones or warm fuzzy feelings of joy. It says even through children, babies, or animals. It says Archangel Gabriel asks that you call upon them when you're feeling alone, lost, need direction. You are never alone. And it says and you are loved so much. It says all you need to do is pay attention to your dreams. Okay, the same songs, the same that play everywhere you go. It says the numbers or any feelings and your intuition. You know what I'm saying? It says soon you will begin to understand these messages. So if you're feeling alone, feeling sad, feeling lonely, you know what I'm saying, going through a breakup, whatever the case may be, it says to call on Archangel Gabriel. And then it says at this moment, okay, you are asked to make a small wish and be excited about it, because wishes do come true. Yeah. So make yourself a small wish, be excited about it, and wait on it to manifest and come through. Okay. All right. It says when you are divinely guided, nothing can stop your growth. So always know this, no matter what's going on, no matter what happens, no matter whatever, you know what I'm saying? No matter what you're going through. You're feeling down and out because you done been through something. You know what I'm saying? Feeling like the whole world's against you or whatever. Just know nothing's going to stop you. Nothing's going to stop your growth. Because you're divinely guided. You know you divinely guided. You know what path you're on. You ain't got to prove it to nobody else. You know what I'm saying? As far as being humbled, you know what I'm saying? I'm hearing this. You don't need to be humbled. The only person you need to be humble to is God. And I'm hearing that. Because I already know, when you're going through this journey right here, you're already a humbled soul.
Facts.
And I do believe our ancestors have paved the way for us to walk with our head up and be proud of our work and what we do. Okay?
What I just say.
So, if anybody's trying to hurt you on purpose to humble you, try to destroy you, or whatever the case may be, when you're divinely guided, nothing can stop your growth, child.
I shed a tear for my homeboy Henry. For my nigga Goolie. P.O. still trying to screw me. Good luck to Chuck D and MC. I trust in G.O.
And I'm going to pull 3 from this deck before I close out. You know, with the highest light, God Almighty, archangels, and ancestors. Evil is never welcome here. Thank you, Spirit. 1, 2. Alright. Your archangels, ancestors, God Almighty is there letting you know you're never alone. Alright, and then it says they're telling you to stay away from negative influences. So that goes along with the reading. Because as long as you're being around negative influences, you're going to have what? More lessons to learn. We're going to have lessons anyway. You know. And that's just a given. And then on the bottom of the deck, it says, please do not cry. You are being guided for your best. You know. Because if you're still feeling, you know, what you've been going through, whatever the case may be, you're still feeling it, you're still feeling hurt, you know, they're letting you know you're being guided for your best. And you're going to be so happy when you see the outcome. As new things are going to be coming through. And I love each and every one of you guys. I hope to give your girl a big fat thumbs up. Like, share, subscribe. Leave me some comments below. And I will see you sooner than later. Love y'all. Deuces. They gave me 6 months. I winked my eye and told my mama bye.
Conspiracy. What you trying to do to me? Gotta say my niggas
taking all my boys away from me. My whole family is in the penitentiary.
It's a conspiracy. What you trying to do to me? Gotta say my niggas
Police taking all my boys away from me. My whole family is in the penitentiary. Give me the fuck off this van, that's what I'm saying in my mind. Now I'm on my way to Berry, finna start this fucking time. I'm trying to be calm, cause I know that I'm a G. And there's a whole lot of niggas down there that's just like me. When we arrive, I seen fences and barbed wire, and a white man with a rifle standing at the watchtower. Every time a gate open, another one closed. Get close to these faggot niggas whistling at me like I'm some hoe, but ain't no nigga fucking me. Get anywhere near my ass, nigga. You resting in peace. That block 11, building 8, that's where I stay night and day. 23 hours till they find me some bed space. I used to think about hoes and tricks, but only thoughts in my mind now is just 1 to 6. I go my girl house, they tell me she's gone. Mama telling me, K-Don't be strong. I gotta get my mind off this female and get my mind on getting the hell out of jail and make it so bad I'm sitting off in Perry. I used to ease my mind by puffing the Mary. Now all these crazy thoughts I can't forget. Not only no endo but no cigarettes. How long will I put up with the zoo like living? It might be better if they send me the gift. I heard one nigga say that nothing could be finer than living in the state of South Carolina. I really don't know why he say what he's saying. All I know is I'm a down south hustler, man. I know you're hearing me. It's a conspiracy.
It's a conspiracy. What you trying to do to me? Gotta say my niggas
Police taking all my boys away from me. My whole family is in the penitentiary.
It's a conspiracy. What you trying to do to me? Gotta say my niggas
Police taking all my boys away from me. My whole family is in the penitentiary. Now I'm back on the block and throw a while in the pen. 6 months on my chest, now let the party begin. Tonight is the night, a nigga finally free. No more bars in my face and no more chains holding me. Tell me who got the herb, motherfuck my probation. I got a pack of Phillies while I was waiting at the bus station. Hoes I used to fuck, give me one on the phone. Tell her the dog is back home, so come and sit on his bone. I got a lot of pressure that I need to release. As for the enemies I had, there's still no peace. A nigga still the same. I knew you thought I had changed. Still a lot of niggas switched to, a lot of first never came. When the weak ass rappers with them whack ass styles, I'm ready to rip up shop. I know it's been a little while since the crowd heard me rock, but the flow is still fat. It's time to hit the studio and lay some shit down on track, so I could talk about them so-called friends who didn't write me. And that stupid asshole who said other me and she wanted to see. Tried to diss K-Do while I was doing my time. Now you off in the witness, a real nigga climb straight to the top, non-stop, rocking plenty shows. Not worrying about one bitch, cause I'm pimping many hoes. It's all in the game, sometimes you win, others you lose. You see who your peeps are when you dress in your blues. I know you hearing me. It's a conspiracy.
Now we in the industry. I'm so glad my baby's free.
Taking all my boys away from me. My whole family is in the penitentiary.
Now we in the industry. I'm so glad my baby's
Police taking all my boys away from me. My whole family is in the penitentiary. Nigga, I'm leaving. You know what I'm saying? I leave that shit to all y'all young motherfuckers out there. Hey, don't discriminate on what you're doing. I done did it. That shit for the bird. That shit to the curb, nigga. It's 98. Locking your ass down for conspiracy. You ain't even gotta do shit. All they gotta do is look like you had something to do with some shit. You know what I'm saying?